Hello and welcome to another video of the lightest and best, where we look at the lightest and best offerings from a variety of manufacturers. And today we're going to be looking at the Benchmite from Benchmade. This is a different video for me because usually I only review 4-fingered grip EDC knives with a pocket clip, and as you can tell, this doesn't have a pocket clip and it's pretty small. It's only a 3-finger knife. But it's a wonderful knife. It's a unique knife. It has a unique opening and closing mechanism as well as lockup mechanism, so I think it's worth comment, and it's become quite a collector's piece. Benchmade is a company based out of Oregon City, Oregon. This is McHenry and Williams design. They also designed the Benchmade Sequel, and I have a Sequel here that you can look at it. There's the Sequel. As you can tell, it has the McHenry and Williams logo on it there. And they also made the 710 McHenry & Williams. This knife was in the red class, which no longer exists. When it was being produced, it sold for only $31. In March of 2017, one sold for eBay for $229. The last I looked at eBay, there was only one for sale, and it was being priced at $295. So the price on this interesting small knife continues to go up, approaching 10 times its original purchase price. So it's become quite a collector's item. The knife also existed in a Harley-Davidson money clip knife form, and I'm going to be putting up pictures of the Harley-Davidson money clip knife. The Harley-Davidson knife was in more of a sheep's foot pattern and had a skull on it on both the clip side, and then on the Levitator lock part it had a little skull. It is also made in a Benchmade with, on the show side, it had a little basket weave pattern, very, very pretty. Let's talk about the specifications of the knife. The blade length is 1.92 inches. The handle length is 2.85 inches, giving a total knife length of 2.53 inches. The weight, as I have mentioned, is 1.6 ounces. I have some other knives for size comparison. First of all, I have the Spyderco Dragonfly, which is a bit larger. I have also the Spyderco Ladybug, which is approximately the same size. I have the Microtech UTX 8070, which is a little larger. I have the Kershaw Chive, which is just a small bit larger. And lastly, I have the Benchmade Valet, which is much larger. So there you have a size comparison for the Benchmade Benchmite. The blade is made of AUS 8 steel. It was also made in 154 cm steel. It's a drop point blade with a hollow ground. On the spine, there's no jimping, nor is it chamfered. The method of deployment of the knife is by nail nick, and you press on the Levitator lock, and then you use the nail nick to open it. It locks open and it locks closed with the Levitator lock. And the Levitator lock is what I wanted to show you guys. I'll get it here. I think you can see it in there. I'm going to press on this button, and that is the button that opens and closes the Levitator lock. There is a notch in the blade tang. This is in the open form, and so you levitate that pin out of the way, and then the blade can rotate. And then also on the closed side, there's another little notch on the other side of the blade tang, and again, you have to press on this button to open it, and then you have to press on the button to close it. So that's a very unique opening and closing mechanism, which I don't know of any other knives that have it. The handle is made of stainless steel. It has a back spacer for a little bit of better purchase, and the back spacer, as you can tell, has jimping. It's held by 2 body screws. They also made it, as I've mentioned before, with a carved pattern on the show side, and I'll show a picture of that so you can appreciate it. The knife has no pocket clip, as I've mentioned before, so it falls into that category I call keychain knives, and it has a little lanyard to slip a keychain through, or a small lanyard. The ergonomics on the knife, the best you can get on this knife is a 3-finger grip. It's just a cute little knife that wouldn't intimidate anyone, but it's not a 4-finger grip knife. And the action, well, it's by nail nick. It locks up well and locks up securely well whenever it's closed too. What are my impressions about the knife? Are there opportunities for improvement? Well, talking about opportunities for improvement on a knife that's no longer in production is a little like criticizing a dead man at his funeral. I don't know that it's very helpful. This is a small knife, and if you like small knives, this won't be for you because it's only got a 3-finger grip. But what I like about it is that it's small and non-intimidating. If you work in a place where carrying a conventional knife would be unacceptable, this might be a knife for you. I love the knife for what it is. It's a collectible knife with a unique locking system, the Levitator lock. In a world dominated by frame locks and liner lock, it's a breath of fresh air to see a different locking mechanism on a knife. I'm glad that there's still creativity and invention in the knife world. It probably didn't make it in the marketplace because people prefer one-handed opening mechanisms and they want a full-handed grip on a knife. But I'm glad that the Benchmite exists. It's okay to be different. Different is beautiful. And so if you would like an interesting knife with an interesting locking and unlocking mechanism to add to your knife collection, the Benchmade Bechmite might be the knife for you.